Eric Rosenthal, CR10. I'm introducing Jake Bronger because I'm up at the steering committee, very excited about winning back the seat. We've had that seat before, we can have it again. Jake?
Bruce Bailey.
Hi folks, sorry, I know you guys have probably been here for a while, and I just got here and I was told I was going to speak immediately, so still trying to get my bearings here, but as was said, my name is Jake Bronger. I was the field director for Rick Santorum's Iowa field team. Well, I'm not here about that though. What I hope though that kind of can show you is that regardless of who you were for in the presidential campaigns, what Rick Santorum was able to build on the ground was something amazing. In December, I had people that were offering me jobs saying he's going to drop out any day now, and because we were at 2% a month before the caucus. I said, you know what? I know a lot of people here on the ground who really do believe in him, and when you have the strength of an idea that's as powerful as our conservative philosophy is, then I think you really can see something special. And we were able to do very well during the caucuses. I then, shortly afterwards, I heard Ben Lang's campaign was going to ask for some help. And for those of you who don't know Ben, he's from a small town in northeast Iowa, and I might get it wrong, I think it's called Waukegan. 499, it's currently 498 today, since he's out traveling. But Waukegan. Okay, I apologize. He's out at some other conventions right now and speaking as well. Also, if you don't know Bruce Braley, I have exciting bad news for you. He is actually further to the left than anyone in the Iowa delegation in the United States Congress right now. He was the only member of the U.S. delegation to vote against a balanced budget amendment. This is the one thing that I think, whether you're here for Ron Paul, Rick Santorum, Mitt Romney, anybody on the list, we agree that a balanced budget, we agree that fiscal sanity is extremely important. Ben Lang, that's his major issue. He wants to actually remind people in Washington that that's what we're here for. So as opposed to letting Bruce Braley get another term, I'd like to see Lynn County lead the charge in removing him and putting Ben Lang up as a new United States Congressman for the 1st District of Iowa. We have yard signs over here, along with stickers and sign-up sheets. If you would like to sign up, get involved in the campaign, I'll make sure that you get plugged in. And I would just love to see Bruce Braley's face as he starts his district tour, drives through Cedar Rapids, and sees 100 yard signs already placed out before him, and realizes that he's got another fight on his hands. He only won by 1.9% last time around. I think we're going to beat him by a good margin, but only if you guys help us. Thank you. Yes, we do have a primary opponent, Rob Bloom, but I'm not here to speak for him. Please do.
Okay, thank you. The next order of business is another new plank in the section on government. This new plank in the section on government would read, we call for the repeal of the 16th Amendment and return to import, export, and direct apportionment based on state population. Greg, I'm sorry when I wrote this down, it feels like there's a word missing there.
Well, might be. State's whole population is not significant.
Okay, so we'll let the mover speak to this.
Okay. So I'm just going to read how the thing used to be. Representative and direct taxes. This is Article 1, Section 2. Representative and direct taxes shall be apportioned among several states, which may be included in the Union, according to their respective numbers. And then it goes on to talk about that 3/5 thing that we got rid of. When they added that amendment to get rid of the 3/5, they took out the direct apportionment part. And the benefit of having that is you get away from this, what is it, national sales tax, is it flat tax, is it whatever. You go back to the constitutional tax that served our country well for over 100 years before we got into the Federal Reserve. And you get rid of the income tax for the 16th Amendment, you go back to the constitutional tax, which allows for a sunset of the tax, not a sunset of the tax decrease, as we currently deal with, the tax goes away, period. And they use it for a specific purpose, to pay for a war or something like that.
Thank you, delegate. Your time has expired. Is there a speaker opposed? Speaker in favor, and I'm not seeing anyone at the microphone, so I'm assuming no one wishes to speak. At this point, we'll proceed to vote. The vote is on, yes, sir. At what point do you wish to rise? Excuse me? I did, but let me say this again. I am asking, when a plank comes up, if you want to speak to it either in favor or opposed, get to a microphone. Because I can't see the whole room. If I scan Mike, see nobody, I'm going to assume there's no speakers, and we're going to move on and vote. So I'll try not to prevent anyone from having the opportunity to speak, but I'd like you to take advantage of the time and be efficient about it. So, sir, do you wish to speak?
In favor of it.
Okay, speaker in favor. And I will take speakers opposed still. We'll still discuss it. So, anyone wants to, get to a microphone.
Now it's on.
Name and precinct.
My name is Bruce Kerber, and precinct CR 24. I think the really important thing to remember is we're talking about, in the United States, limited government. And so anything that supplements taxation causes the government to grow larger. And so this goes back to its original intent, which also takes us back towards limited government. So I think this is a good idea for two reasons. One, it helps to foster this limited government, and two, because it brings us back to the original intent.
Thank you. Now, speaker opposed.
Where's the government section though?
Dan Hess from CR 14. While I agree with the sentiment of what you're arguing for the Republican Party at any level to be using anything that says we're going to repeal the 16th Amendment is, for lack of a better word, very, very bad optics. We're going to be brandished with the racist tones, even though it doesn't really apply, I know this, but to have this out there, Republican parties don't need to feed more ammunition for anybody calling us racist.
Thank you. Is there a further speaker in favor? You wish to speak in favor, sir? Okay.
Jeff Pickford, CR 27. After reading the